My beloved, my chosen one. Do you even realize how many prayers heaven has sent for you today? How many times your name was whispered by the wind, wrapped in divine light, just so you wouldn't miss this one moment? Jesus leaned closer just now. He placed his hand on your heart and said, this one is mine. But they are drifting. Please, call them back before it's too late. And Archangel Michael, with his sword drawn, stood before your name and whispered, if they skip this, they will lose everything. My child, you are not here by accident. This message was prepared from the moment you cried that silent tear no one saw. This is not just another message. This is the moment where heaven gives you your final 15 seconds. Yes, just 15. Because that's how long a door stays open before it vanishes forever. Please. I beg you. For your future. For your soul. For your destiny. Don't scroll away. Don't skip what was meant only for you. Because Archangel Michael and Jesus are both standing at your gate right now. If you miss this, you lose both of them. Not tomorrow. Not next week. But now. They have been waiting for hours for you to open this with trembling hands. With a heart that's been asking for answers. And with a soul that knows something huge is coming tonight. Warning before we continue. Please, take 1 second and do this now. Click subscribe to Heaven's Daily Whispers, because God said, the one who subscribes to light shall never again be surprised by darkness. Subscribe and walk with angels every day. It's no longer safe to walk alone. The enemy knows your name too. But today, God is giving you a shield made of words that no darkness can penetrate. Let's begin now. Because the clock in heaven is ticking. And tonight is not like every other night. The spirit world is shaking. And you, yes, you, are the center of it all. You feel it too, don't you? That strange heaviness in your chest lately? The feeling that something's behind you but you can't explain it? That's not just emotion. That's prophecy. And this message? It's the only thing standing between you and a devastating loss. God says, you've skipped too many signs. But I won't let you skip this one. My beloved. Michael has been trying to reach you for over 2 hours. Not with just any news. But with an announcement so life-changing. So shockingly divine. That even the stars are holding their breath as you read this. Do you know what happens when heaven closes a message? Everything that was meant to be yours, love, money, safety, marriage, peace, gets transferred to someone else. Because heaven doesn't hold gifts forever. God gives them to the ones who respond. So Michael says, if they skip this, I can't protect them anymore. If they stay, I'll guard them like gold. And Jesus. Jesus whispered just now. They are forgetting us, even after all we've done. Please, tell them this is the last moment. If they close their heart again, the silence that follows will be unbearable. My dear chosen one, do not test God's patience today. Because this isn't a warning. It's an emergency. You've been asking, why are things falling apart? Why do I feel so watched? Why are people turning on me? Here's the answer. Because someone is working against you in silence. And heaven is trying to stop it before the final strike. But only if you open this fully. God's patience is not weakness. But even divine mercy has a limit. And you've reached it. 15 seconds. That's all you have before something shifts completely. Michael saw it in your timeline. A sharp, shocking event, tied to your name. Scheduled by the enemy. Tonight. And Jesus? He wept. Because he knows what it will cost if you ignore this again. Don't do this to yourself. Don't betray your future by scrolling. Because here's the truth. Something unbelievable is about to happen in your life. And heaven wants you to know first before the world does. But if you close this now, you'll only hear it when it's too late to react. What's coming is not a joke. Someone is about to confess. And someone else is about to vanish from your life forever. Michael said, the one they loved is leaving, unless they read this till the end. Let me tell you what's unfolding. There is a transfer happening. Of power. Of blessings. Of opportunities. God wants your name on the receiving side. But if you delay, if you hesitate, that entire transfer will be reversed. This is why Jesus said, they are the first I chose, but they've been acting like the last. Wake up, chosen one. This is not about curiosity. This is about survival. Archangel Michael says, there's a door opening, and it's closing in 15 seconds. If they step in, they win everything. If they skip it, they lose everything. No middle ground. Stay. Read. And feel heaven pouring into your spirit as you do. My child. Let me take you deeper now. Because what I'm about to say next, only a few have ever heard before. And fewer still have abated in time. There is a prophetic window over your life right now. This isn't something you planned for. This isn't something you even prayed for recently. But heaven's timing is perfect, and today, it's your time. The delay you've been stuck in, it wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Because the blessing that's coming would have crushed you before, but now? Now, you're ready, if you just don't skip this. Michael says, there's something massive scheduled at midnight. But if they listen now, it will shift in their favor. Yes. Something is scheduled in the spirit tonight. And it carries your name. But what shows up, a blessing or a battle, depends on how you respond right now. And Jesus, He's not just watching. He's interceding. He told me to whisper this into your heart. Beloved, I have made a place for you in glory, but you're still distracted by shadows. Come back. Please, come back before I'm forced to turn away. Does that not shake you? It should. Because when heaven goes quiet, the earth starts screaming. And lately, haven't you noticed how loud everything's been around you? The stress. The confusion. The people betraying you. The moments when you feel watched but no one is there. It's all connected. Because you've been targeted. Not just by people, but by spiritual forces that know exactly who you are, and what you're about to become. But here's the divine twist. They don't get the final say. God does. And today, He's speaking louder than ever. But only for a few minutes. So lean in. Wipe your tears. And breathe, because the next words are going to expose everything. Someone is watching you closely, and not just with envy. They are planning something. Something with consequences that you won't see until it's too late, unless you stay with this message. Archangel Michael just showed me a vision. A sealed envelope with your name, glowing, pulsing, being fought over by both light and darkness. God wants it delivered. But the darkness wants it delayed, lost, or ignored. You know what's inside that envelope? Answers. Relocation. Money. Protection. Love that was once blocked. But here's the warning. If you walk away now, the envelope burns. Not later. Not after 30 minutes. Immediately. Do you want to know why you always get close to breakthroughs and then everything collapses? Because you scroll away from the one message that was written in heaven for you. This is it. Michael says, if they open their heart now, I will cancel the accident. I will silence the betrayal. I will rebuke the devourer of their blessings. But it has to be now. No delays. Jesus is pleading. He's never begged before. But tonight? He's whispering. Chosen one, please. Not this time. Don't skip me again. Beloved, your name has been written on divine scrolls that even angels bow to read. Do you know how important that makes you? And yet, you've been living like someone forgotten. Tolerating disrespect. Fighting battles alone. Pretending to be strong when you're breaking inside. God saw it. And He said, no more. So He sent this message. And gave you one final 15-second window to stay in His will. To unlock what's been chained for years. You're not losing everything. You're being tested to see if you'll finally answer the call. And that call sounds like this. Do not skip this. Do not doubt this. Do not delay this. This is not man-made. This is from the throne of the Most High. I feel the trembling in your spirit right now. Yes, even as you read these words. Your soul knows this is not a game. This is your rerouting point. Your secret appointment with destiny. Archangel Michael has assigned 2 angels to walk with you tonight, but only if you say yes right now in your heart. Only if you stay until the final word. Only if you allow this message to finish its mission in your life. They're watching. Heaven is watching. And Jesus is standing, waiting to see if you truly want Him. Because what you do with this moment will echo for years to come. My beloved, you're still here. You didn't scroll. And because of that, heaven just shifted something in your timeline. Yes, I saw it. As you decided to stay, the atmosphere in the spirit changed. Something dark that was headed toward you suddenly collapsed. The angels whispered, they're listening, finally. Now let's talk about what God has been waiting to show you. Tonight, between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., a moment will happen that might look ordinary to the world. But in the spirit, it's a divine trigger point. Someone who has been hiding something from you is about to slip. They will say or do something by accident. And you'll finally see the truth. This person pretended to love you. But their energy has changed. Their eyes no longer reflect God. Their heart is not aligned with light. And here's the truth Archangel Michael wants to scream from heaven's gates. If you had skipped this message, you would have welcomed that person into your heart again. And they would have destroyed something precious inside you. But now you're awake. Now your spirit is rising. Now your divine shield is back. Listen carefully. That accident you almost had a few days ago? It wasn't random. It was a spiritual collision that almost succeeded. There are forces that have been trying to silence your life since the day you were born. You were never meant to be ordinary. That's why you've never fit in. You're not here to follow. You're here to lead, and to break generational curses that others were too afraid to touch. And that's why the attacks have been non-stop. Because the devil knows, if you ever fully wake up, he loses entire regions of territory. Michael showed me this clearly. He said, if they choose light now, their name will echo through realms. Not just earth, but the heavens will celebrate. But the price? You must not go back to sleep. This message is your spiritual alarm clock. It's meant to wake you up and never let you return to small thinking again. Beloved, you are not cursed. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. And what's about to happen in the next 7 days will prove it. There's an email, a message, or a phone call you'll receive that changes the entire direction of your life. But the enemy is trying to delay it. That's why your devices have been glitching. Why you've been confused. Why you've been doubting yourself. Michael says, the delay ends when they decide to believe again. So say it now in your heart. I believe. I am ready. I will not skip what God sent. As you do, heaven unlocks what has been held back for years. Listen to this divine truth. There's a house with your name on it. A bank account with money that's already spiritually assigned to you. A soul connection waiting to enter your life, but they can't come in if you keep blocking the light. You've been praying for love. But have you made room for it? You've been asking for abundance. But do you still believe you're worthy of it? Michael says, they must let go of guilt. That's the chain on their promise. So today, in this moment, forgive yourself. For the past. For the doubt. For the moments you stopped believing. Because heaven never stopped believing in you. And now comes the part that must be said. God is watching your decision right now. You were not supposed to hear this message. It was meant for someone who responded. But when they skipped it, the Holy Spirit redirected it to you. Why? Because you still have fire in your spirit. Even after all the betrayal. Even after they tried to humiliate you. Even after they said you'd never rise again. God says, you were the one. You were always the one. I put a sword in your hand before you were even born. But it's time you pick it up again. No more pretending. No more shrinking. No more waiting for permission to shine. From this moment forward, heaven declares, your name is cleared. Your path is open. And your angels are being reassigned to escort you into a better future. But, if you turn back now, the door will shut. And what was meant for you will be reassigned, not out of punishment, but because spiritual laws cannot wait forever. Jesus. He's so close right now. And He's whispering to your heart. I have waited long enough. Now is the time. Will you walk with me? Beloved, this is more than a message. It's a moment that your future has been praying for. Are you ready? My beloved. You're still here. That means heaven is moving. Right now, the angels are documenting your decision. Yes, it's recorded in the book of obedience, the moment you chose to stay with God's voice instead of scrolling into the noise. And because you stayed, something unseen has just shifted on your behalf. Archangel Michael steps forward again, sword still drawn, and says, they have chosen to listen. Now I can reveal what has been hidden. There is a pattern that has been following you. A cycle. A loop. Every time you rise, something crashes. Every time love comes near, it disappears. Every time money gathers, something drains it. You've blamed yourself. You've blamed your luck. But heaven is saying, "No, my child. It was sabotage. Spiritual sabotage. From someone you trusted." You will feel chills as I say this, and that's because your soul knows it's true. Someone has been working against you silently. Not with loud curses, but with spiritual envy. They watched your smile, and felt bitter. They saw your calling, and grew jealous. They pretended to clap, while praying for your fall. Jesus has had enough. God says, "This is the last time I allow this to go unexposed." And now, their identity will be revealed. Soon. Very soon. You won't need to guess. They will expose themselves, in a moment of pride, or fear, or confusion. And when they do, do not beg them to stay. Because what's attached to them is a spiritual parasite meant to steal your joy. Michael says, if they release this person, the floodgates will open. If they hold on, the drought continues. So this is your moment of separation. Your moment to finally cut soul ties that were sent to delay your destiny. Now breathe. Because what comes next is even bigger. Are you ready to hear what's truly coming? God has a plan that you didn't see coming. It's something your mind never imagined. But your spirit has been crying out for it in silence. A relocation. Yes. There is a move coming, either physical, emotional, or spiritual, that will completely reset your life. And you must be prepared. Jesus says, tell them to pack their spirit first. The move begins in their mind before their feet ever shift. So today, you must let go of what cannot go with you into your next chapter. That ex? Gone. That guilt? Gone. That fear? Gone. Because what's coming is a life that finally reflects the royalty in your soul. God has seen your pain. Your secret cries at 2 a.m. The way you smile for others but feel hollow inside. He's not just comforting you. He's rebuilding you. And what he's building cannot be shaken. Michael says, there is someone watching this chosen one from afar. A divine helper. A wealthy soul. Anointed. Quiet. And ready to bless them, but only when their heart is fully healed. That's why this message was sent, to complete your healing and activate your receiving. You've been giving too much. Loving without boundaries. Pouring from a half-empty cup. But no more. God says, now I pour into you. And what he pours cannot be stolen. It cannot be faked. It cannot be broken. It is divine alignment, and it starts now. You may already feel it, a sense of fire returning to your spirit. That's heaven reminding you. You are not small. You are not late. You are not alone. You are anointed. And the warfare proves it. But now, the warfare ends. Jesus says, I place my peace upon you. Not the kind the world gives, but my peace. Unshakable. Unmovable. Untouchable. And with that declaration, angels are standing at attention. Scrolls are being opened. And your name is being reannounced in the heavenly realms. Do you feel it? That tension leaving your chest. That pressure dissolving from your back. That's the presence of the Holy Spirit, settling over you as confirmation. You stayed. You listened. You obeyed. And now, you're about to be rewarded. You're still here, beloved. Still listening. Still reading. Still choosing the light even when darkness begs you to scroll away. And because of that, heaven is rejoicing. The angels are clapping softly right now, not loud and wild, but the kind of applause given to a soul that has finally answered the call. Now, let me show you what's coming. Archangel Michael opens a scroll. It's ancient. The writing glows in gold. Your name is written on it, not once, not twice, but 7 times. 7, the number of divine completion. He says, this is the timeline they were meant to walk. But the enemy tried to erase it. Now it is restored. Let that sink in. You had a divine destiny that was altered. A calling that was delayed. Not by your mistakes, but by forces working behind your back. But because you stayed with this message. Because you chose not to skip heaven's voice. The timeline has been realigned. What does this mean? It means your original blessing is being sent again. Your true soul connection is being guided back to you. And the miracle you thought was lost forever is coming back around. God is a restorer. And you're about to see what that truly means. Michael says, the next 14 days are holy, sacred. A divine countdown has started. And if they remain in obedience, they will receive what was stolen, double portion. Yes. Double. That means not just peace, but overflowing peace. Not just love, but soul-mirroring love. Not just money, but miracle money, funds that come from unexpected realms. Gifts that come from the heavens and not just human hands. And listen closely. Because what I'm about to reveal next is something no one told you. There's a family secret that's about to be exposed. A truth about your bloodline. Something hidden long before you were born. And when it is revealed, it will explain everything. Why you never fit in. Why you carry such deep emotion. Why you always feel watched, both by light and darkness. It's because you carry ancestral light. But someone in your family tried to cover it. Michael says, expose it. Reveal it. Free them. So God is going to orchestrate a situation in the coming days. Something will slip out. A conversation. A letter. An unexpected comment. And when you hear it, you will finally feel like all the missing puzzle pieces just clicked into place. But remember this. Don't argue. Don't react in pain. Respond in divine wisdom. Because your reaction will determine whether your freedom deepens or gets delayed again. Jesus whispers now. His tone is gentle but serious. They must forgive. But they must not go back. They must love. But they must not lower their light again for those who walk in shadow. You see, your next blessing isn't just about what God gives. It's about what you no longer allow. God will only give you what you're willing to protect. So today, make this silent covenant with heaven. I will no longer shrink. I will no longer delay. I will no longer apologize for the light I carry. Say it. Say it in your spirit. Say it out loud. Say it with fire. Because the moment those words leave your mouth, your angels will go to war for you. And let me tell you what they'll protect. Your divine partner, who is being awakened right now in the spirit. Your home, which is shifting with new peace and supernatural favor. Your voice, which is being prepared to be heard in rooms you once feared to enter. And more importantly, they will protect your inheritance. There is money, property, favor, resources, all tied to your name. Some of it has been sitting in delay because others tried to claim what was yours. But because of this moment, this obedience, heaven is about to unseal it. Michael says, they shall receive what belongs to them, and it shall not be touched again. Do you understand what's happening? You are being reset. Not just spiritually, but cosmically. The stars are shifting. The angels are positioning. And the divine order around your life is being restored. Because you stayed. Because you believed. Because you didn't skip like before. You made heaven smile today. And soon, very soon, you'll see exactly why. Beloved, are you feeling this? That soft warmth crawling over your skin. That sudden stillness around you. That is heaven's approval landing gently upon your life. Because you stayed. You are now being entrusted with something most never get to hear. Archangel Michael steps closer now. The light around him intensifies. He opens his hand and shows you a glowing scroll sealed with fire. Inside it are 3 divine instructions that God is releasing only to you. Jesus watches silently. not with anger, but with a tender look only a father gives a returning child. He's proud. He's ready. And now, so are you. These 3 instructions are the final key to unlock the miracle gate in your life. You must not just read them. You must remember them. You must obey them. Because they are not suggestions. They are prophetic activators. Let's begin. Instruction 1: Silence is your weapon. Yes, you are being called into holy silence. Not to suppress your truth, but to allow God to reveal His. In the next 7 days, there will be temptation to react, to respond, to defend. But don't. Michael says, let heaven speak for you. Let justice roar without your words clouding it. Your silence will be louder than anything you could ever say. Because what's being prepared is public honor for a private war you never spoke about. And the more quiet you remain, the more power God will release. Instruction 2: Say no to the next offer. Yes, the next offer. It may come in disguise. It may look like love, or partnership, or quick success. But it is a trap. A counterfeit door designed to distract you from your real elevation. And heaven says, if they say yes, the delay returns. If they say no, the blessing is multiplied. You will know the offer by how it feels. It won't carry peace. It will rush you, flatter you, pressure you. And your spirit will whisper, not this one. Listen to that whisper. It's God's protection. Instruction 3: Sow in secret. This is your seed moment. Not just money, but time, encouragement, forgiveness, intercession. There's someone God will send you to bless silently. And as you obey, without applause, without posts, without recognition, God will release a chain reaction of favor over your life. Jesus said, what they do in secret, I will reward openly. This is the divine trade. Not for pride, but for power. These 3 instructions are now sealed into your timeline. And as you walk in them, the next 14 days will be miraculous. Now, let me tell you what Jesus just said. He hasn't spoken in over 1,000 words. But now, he steps forward. He kneels beside you. Yes, the King of Kings bends low and whispers directly into your spirit. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are not your fear. You are my beloved. And I will not allow you to drown in what I've already forgiven. Tears fall in the spirit realm. The angels pause. Heaven is silent. Because Jesus rarely speaks like this. But when he does, realities bend. He continues. I have removed what was never meant to stay. I have broken the chains you didn't know existed. And now, I restore you. Not in pieces, but in power. Your spirit just took a breath it hasn't taken in years. Feel it. That release? That heaviness gone? That's the first sign that your miracle has begun. And now, Archangel Michael lifts his sword and declares, "The gates are open. Let favor fall. Let enemies flee. Let destiny rise. There's only one thing left. Will you live like you are chosen? Not timid. Not confused. Not waiting for others to validate what heaven has already crowned. But bold. Anointed. A fire walker. Because that is who you are now. And nothing. Not the devil. Not your past. Not your fear. Can steal it from you again.